Are you a creative struggling to find time for your art in this busy world? It's a question echoing in the minds of many artists, writers, musicians, and other creative individuals. Life in our modern, fast-paced society can often feel like a whirlwind of tasks and responsibilities, leaving us with little to no time to devote to our creative pursuits. This is a common hurdle, a universal challenge that creatives from all walks of life grapple with. But the good news? It's not insurmountable. It's about harnessing your time, navigating distractions, and cultivating an environment conducive to creativity. It's about finding that balance between life's demands and your artistic aspirations. As renowned writer and time management expert Kenneth Atchity once said, "Time is the writer's most precious resource." So how can we make the most of this resource and fulfill our creative potential? If you're nodding along, this video contains the keys to unlock your creative potential. Time, the ever-elusive resource. We all have the same 24 hours, so why does it seem like some people have more? Let's dive into the concept of time, its importance, and the common misconceptions about it. Time is an equalizer. It doesn't discriminate. It doesn't matter if you're a seasoned artist or an amateur writer. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. Yet it often feels like some people are simply gifted with more. But is it really about having more time? Or is it about how we use the time we have? Consider this. We often think of time as a linear one-way street. This viewpoint, however, can lead to the feeling of time slipping away, leaving us behind. But what if we shift our perspective? What if we see time not as a fleeting moment, but as a constant companion, an ally in our creative journey? This brings us to another misconception, the belief that we need large blocks of uninterrupted time to create. Not so. Some of the most brilliant ideas are born in sporadic bursts of creativity, in between the cracks of our busy lives. So don't wait for the perfect moment. Instead, use the moments you have, however small they may seem. Effective time management, then, is less about having more time, and more about using the time we have wisely. It's about prioritizing, making conscious choices about what we do with our time. It's about embracing the moments of waiting in line, the quiet before sleep, the early morning hours as potential pockets of creativity. It's been said that time is the thread on which we string our experiences. If we view time in this way, as a thread linking our creative moments, we can start to see the potential in every moment. So, as we navigate the demanding and distraction-filled world, let's remember to shift our perspective on time. It's not a cage, but a tool, a resource to be harnessed. So how can you make time work for you, not against you? That's the question we're going to address now, and the answer lies in effective time management and self-care. Firstly, let's talk about prioritizing tasks. It's essential to understand that not all tasks are created equal. Some are more important or time-sensitive than others. So, to make the most of your time, you need to identify which tasks are the most important and tackle those first. This is where the Eisenhower box comes in handy. Named after President Dwight D. Eisenhower, this tool helps you sort your tasks into 4 categories: urgent and important, important but not urgent, urgent but not important, and not urgent or important. By categorizing your tasks, you can easily see what needs your immediate attention and what can be scheduled for a later time or even delegated. This way, you're not just busy, you're productive. Next, setting realistic goals is crucial. It's easy to overestimate what we can achieve in a day and underestimate what we can achieve in a year. When setting goals, make sure they are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, or SMART. Also, remember that it's okay to adjust your goals as circumstances change. Flexibility is key in managing time effectively. Now, let's talk about eliminating distractions. In our hyper-connected world, distractions are just a click or a swipe away. But here's a secret. You have the power to control them. Start by identifying what distracts you the most. Is it social media? Emails, notifications? Once you've identified these distractions, take steps to eliminate or at least minimize them. This could mean turning off notifications, setting specific times to check your emails, or using apps that block distracting websites. Remember, it's not about completely cutting off from the world, it's about creating a conducive environment for your creativity to flow. Finally, let's not forget the importance of self-care. When we're busy, self-care often takes the back seat, but it's crucial for maintaining productivity. This includes getting enough sleep, eating healthy, exercising, and taking breaks. Remember, you can't pour from an empty cup. As the saying goes, take care of your body, it's the only place you have to live. Remember, these are not rules set in stone. They are merely tools you can use to manage your time more effectively. Try them out, see what works for you, and adjust as necessary. With these tips, you can become the master of your time and unleash your creativity. And never forget, time is not the enemy, it's a resource waiting to be harnessed. So get out there and make the most of it. After all, every second counts when you're creating something beautiful. Now let's turn to the experts. The wisdom of those who have navigated the stormy seas of creativity before us is invaluable. They've battled the same distractions, the same time constraints, and they've emerged victorious, their creative spirits undimmed. So let's glean from their insights. Kenneth Atchity, a renowned productivity expert, author, and film producer, once said, "Time is the writer's friend." He wasn't downplaying the struggles of finding time. Rather, he was highlighting the power of perception. What if we viewed time not as an enemy, but a friend, an ally in our creative journey? Atchity also emphasized the importance of consistency. He's often quoted as stating, "A writer is a person who writes." If you want to be a writer, write. Simple, isn't it? Yet it captures the essence of creativity. Whether you're a painter, a musician, a sculptor, or a writer, the act of creating is what makes you an artist. So make time for your art, even if it's just a few minutes each day. Another sage voice in this field is Julia Cameron, author of The Artist's Way. She encourages the practice of morning pages, essentially writing 3 pages of stream of consciousness thoughts first thing in the morning. This practice, she insists, clears the mind and sparks creativity. And let's not forget Stephen Pressfield, author of The War of Art. He speaks of resistance, that invisible force that keeps us from our work. His advice? Show up. Regardless of how you feel, whether inspiration is flowing or not, show up. Commit to your art and the muse will follow. These expert insights echo the same theme. Creativity is not a fleeting muse, but a discipline. It requires commitment, consistency, and a redefined relationship with time. In the fast-paced world we live in, it can be challenging to find time for our art. But remember, you're not alone in this struggle. Renowned artists and creatives have faced the same challenges and still managed to produce incredible work. They remind us that creativity is not just about inspiration, but also perspiration. You have the tools, you have the knowledge, now what? Take a moment to reflect on the journey we've embarked on together in the last few moments. We've confronted the harsh realities of time, its fleeting nature, and the demands it places on us. We've recognized the distractions that plague our day-to-day lives. However, we didn't stop there. We moved beyond acknowledging these challenges to equipping ourselves with practical tools to harness our creative time. We've delved into the world of time management and productivity, discovering ways to integrate creativity into our daily routines. From carving out dedicated creative time to exploring the power of saying no, we have armed ourselves with strategies to make our artistic pursuits a priority. We've listened to expert advice, soaking up the wisdom of those who have walked this path before us. Like English writer William Penn once said, "Time is what we want most, but what we use worst." We've been encouraged to shift our perspectives, to view time not as a foe, but as a tool that can be harnessed for our creative endeavors. But now, it's time to act. It's time to take these tools, this knowledge, and apply it. Remember, there is no one-size-fits-all approach to creativity. We are all wonderfully unique, and so are our creative processes. It's okay to adjust these tips to suit your needs. It's okay to experiment, to stumble, to learn and grow. Above all, it's okay to take time for your art. Because your art matters. It's a reflection of you, your thoughts, your emotions, your experiences. It's your way of connecting with the world, of making sense of the chaos, of bringing beauty into existence. So dare to create, dare to make time for your art, dare to explore the depths of your creativity. Remember, your art matters. Make time for it and watch your creativity soar.